This is the moment to make his move if he's Hans Niemann. And will we see a change of the openings? No. Okay, so that answers that question. Does the changing of the time control and kind of the changing of the shirt, again, Hans Niemann officially in a more comfortable t-shirt now, will it mean a change of the openings? The answer is no. We still have this Rossolimo Sicilian.
This time the knight goes to a3. So we have a very different structure this time around. This time Lazavik will not be putting the bishop on g4. So total change, right? Complete and total change of the structure. Boys are not going to have that much time to think here. So we'll see how Hans's instincts hold up.
Hans is still playing with 100% accuracy, by the way. Okay, 99.9 after that move, but he was playing with full computer prep, knew exactly what he was doing. Look at the clock. He's got more time than he started with. So Hans is ready. He's dialed in for 3-1, and I think we're going to see a bit of a comeback. Will we be tied? I don't know, but I think Hans is going to keep this thing close.
This is, if you have to win a game, Danny, this is it right here. He just sacrificed the entire queen side and damaged the pawn structure in front of his own king. What on earth is this?
This is it. Take a look, everybody, and don't blink. White is down 2 pawns and doubled kingside pawns, but the computer likes white. It tells you Hans knows what he's doing. This is prep. This is a line that he's clearly worked on. I mean, whether it was this position or not, there's no way he's on his own here. There are all kinds of reasons white has compensation. Knight b4 is coming. If you win the d7 pawn, you're immediately back in the driver's seat because this c6 pawn becomes, it becomes very dangerous. So yeah, Denis is going to take his time. He's down more than a minute, but Hans, once again, uncorking some pretty deep prep.
Yes, Hans was up 1 pawn before those 2 were taken. Like, he lost the 2 pawns on the queen side. It's only a pawn. It feels like 2 pawns. But queen a4 is a tricky move because it protects d7. I mean, there might be lines here you can play e6 with white and just make a pass pawn. I would never play e6, but knight b4, knight d5 are nice ideas. Trading the queens with pressure. If you have if you have to win a game, this is it. And if Hans wins this game, and I thought he had a chance there. I thought he had something better than knight a6. But if he wins this game, Danny, momentum will shift very fast.
Well, I like knight a6 even if he had something better. I don't know what the computer wanted, but Hans's idea is to control the b8 square and just ask black what you're doing. Black
I just thought he had c6.
Has no moves.
Like, I thought c6 just tactically won a pawn, but okay, the knight is on a6. There's no point. There's no point looking.
But also, is there to be 7 coming? I guess I'm still liking white's pressure. I know the computer doesn't like it as much, and I think you're right. I think c6 was objectively better, but I still think Hans is in control here.
At some moment, there's going to be a ghost move like d6. That's a move that I would miss easily in a blitz game because you just feel like you can't play it. I don't know, something like that move must be terrible, but like it will appear, and out of nowhere, black's going to be fine, you know? But I mean, d6, e6 looks horrendous. So, there you go. That's a good
rook b7, g5. There you go. I loved rook b7, but g5 and We Live. Shout out to James Canty, world boxing champion. G5 is a nice move from Denis. It undermines the pawn structure so that you can get your pieces out, and Lazavik is right back in this thing.
Yeah, g5 is like one of those Hikaru moves. You know, you have all the pressure, and then he just like in 2 seconds plays g5. Finding g5 just as a concept so quickly is so nice. And I said it's a ghost move, like it's one of these frozen pawn moves you don't really think about. And Hans is still a pawn down. He still has to prove something here.
Yeah. Still has something to prove. He's also, again, still down a minute on the clock. Lazavik trying to wiggle his way out. There's your other ghost move. He does play d6, but it opens up the 7th rank. So this is a spicy thing to do.
Yeah, to understand that rookie
pawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably should just take on d7, but it's just so crazy, Danny. Like it would have taken us 40 seconds to understand the complications of d6, and he's just like, yeah, d6 is probably the best move. Like, d6 crazy.
Yeah. He goes for it. Hans is in the driver's seat, but will there be enough? I think he's gonna be up a pawn. I don't know that a7 lasts that much longer. And right now, by the way, there's a threat. A rook takes g7 and knight e6 just wins on the spot. That is a forking problem, and Hans would just win. So Denis has to stop that.
Rook d2? Like, do you just have to go rook d1, rook d2? Is that the only thing you can play here? I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, rook d1,
what
rook
else
d2 makes sense. Ooh, no, okay, he finds a different way out, bishop f8. But like I said, you're going to lose this pawn, and he takes it. So Okay, this is what we thought was going to happen. That pawn was not going to live much longer. Hans is up a pawn. By the way, look at the endgame reversal. Hans has the bishop now. Denis has the knight for the first time in the game. He's flipped it around.
Yeah, he became what he set out to destroy, but all the pawns are on the same side of the board. Yeah, in endgames like this, you look for perpetual check and forks. I mean, this is so tough. Hans in good form is going to win this with white. He will try to put as much practical pressure as possible. Denis also has no time.
Agreed.
Ooh.
Agreed with everything you said. You have to go to g3. There's no other way out. Okay, e1 is possible. I can take it back, and Hans goes for it. I was wrong, but is it as good as king g3?
You have to use the time it will take black to win a pawn here to try to create practical problems like rook c7 maybe. Yep. But yeah, so now he's gonna exactly, and now maybe rook c7 or g6 or I don't know.
I'm throwing out bishop f6, rook g7, as an idea. I agree with you. The point is, white needs to take advantage not of the pawn, but of the time black has to waste to go get it. So is that bishop f6 and rook g7? Rook c7 kicks the pony first. And then what?
Oh, brutal move. And knight d5 is coming. Rook c5. Rook c5, rook e3. Yep. You're going to lose a piece. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Don't blunder. Don't blunder. And by the way, bishop f6, I keep highlighting it. It just doesn't work because if rook takes h4, rook g7 check, the king can go to f8, and the rook now guards the pawns. So that's why Hans. I'm just solving it for myself. So there's... Okay, he plays rook c4. Oh, he just blundered the piece! Did he?
That's what I said.
Drop!
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said you got to be so careful here. The rook can go the other way too. And okay, it's a draw, but wow.
That is what you said. My hands smacked my own face.